Hello everyone, welcome to the Idea to Clarity video number 1 of this series for you. Welcome to all of you budding entrepreneurs, inspiring entrepreneurs, and you are here to learn a little bit more and to dig deeper on whatever idea it is you have and what the next step is. This is the first of a 3-part video series and we're going to dig right in. My name is Jody Kennett. I'm an entrepreneur coach. I help entrepreneurs launch and grow their business, and I help them implement their ideas into action and into the businesses that they want to grow. So let's dig right in. Where you're at right now, you have an idea. You may be clear on it, you may be fuzzy on it, or you may just be sitting on it right now and have had it there for a while and you don't know where to take it. Okay, there's many reasons for that. And it could be because you're super busy being a mom, a parent, you could be working full time, you could have low energy, but you are hanging on to it and you are here for a reason. And I'm so glad you've joined us because I am going to step you through how to take that idea into the next steps. Okay, so whether you have time right now, whether you don't know what the next step is, don't have the finances, no matter what the problems are that have kept you with the idea, we're going to show you how you can start building on that idea, starting to get clearer on it, and small steps toward making it a reality for you, whatever that is going to look like. It's entirely possible. I was where you were. I was working full time in the health industry. I loved what I did. I really enjoyed it. I loved serving my clients. And what I came to realize was I did have a lot of ideas. And as much as I really enjoyed what I did and was passionate about it, I knew that I was stuck. And I was stuck in income, what I was able to make. I was stuck in my ability to grow. I was stuck in my ability to use my creative energy in what I could develop because I was in an organization that didn't allow for that expression. And I had no idea how to go from where I was working full time, full schedule, into how can I create something. And what I did is it's actually a niche class that I taught. Who would have thought you could take a niche class and turn it into a business? That's exactly what I did. And how it all started was in a performance evaluation. I got asked, what are you going to do to grow? And I said, well, I kind of have this idea. I want to create this course. I know there's a need and a demand, and I know this is a really niche knowledge I have here, and I want to develop it. And the second I let that out is when it started. From there, I've grown it into a training workshop for trainers. I've created a 100-page manual that's sold online. I've created an ebook and video for clients worldwide that have used it. And now I'm in the process of creating an online course for trainers to benefit. And so they can go out and create this own course and program themselves wherever they are, whatever community they find themselves in. So the reason for telling you that is whatever knowledge you have, whatever passion you have, whatever experience you have in what you are doing right now, you absolutely can take it into a part-time, medium-time, full-time business and make extra income and no longer be stuck or capped with your creativity, with your knowledge. You can share it with so many more people. Okay, so I'm going to now jump in to the actual framework of how to get a bit more clear and a bit more defined on your idea. Because wherever you are at, you may be thinking, okay, I've got this great idea, now what? Or I'm not that clear on this idea. Let's dig into it a little bit. So here is what we are going to do. You are going to very first write down the general idea you have. So just write that down. Then there's going to be steps, and I'm going to have a handout, an attachment that you can work on this yourself at your own pace. But let's step you through it. The very first thing I want you to do is write down what you're passionate about around the idea itself, certain parts of the idea, and just in general, what are you passionate about? Number 2, why do you want to do this? What is your purpose? What is the meaning behind it? I want you to just free write, and I don't want you to rush this. I want you to really reflect, okay? So you're going to write down your passion. You're going to write down your purpose, okay? Then the third step is you are going to write down all your knowledge you have. So specific niche areas, it could be your skill level, it could be your talent and gifts, your innate gifts you've had all along, and it could be the successes you've had through school, through work, in life, whatever it may be. I want you to take time to write that all down. That encompasses everything, the essence of you and the things that will really drive your business and your strengths and your passions and your purpose, okay? Now we're gonna flip to the other side, the business side, because we have to merge the two. So now what you're gonna do is, and I don't want you to research this, we can get into that in video too, and I can show you some steps around that, but right now, I just want you to write down your understanding and what you know offhand about the market that you're going into. So it could be what's in the market right now. It could be what's growing in the market. It could be what state is the economy in. It could be the trends you see growing and happening. And it could be, where is the market going? Where is it expanding to? Where do you see it growing to? Take some time on that. You're going to write all that out. The next step, and this is where my product came from, I listen to my clients. Listen to your customers and your clients. What are people saying they need? What are people asking for? What are the problems they come to you? I want you to write down what I've heard my customers say. What have I learned from them? What are they saying they want more of, or what have they really benefited from? Write, just free write all those ideas down. All this information is going to come together for you. The next step is around money. And this needs to be talked about because it's very important. I want you to write down what kind of money you want to make, how much you want to make, and is it part-time? Is it going to be full-time? Is it going to be part-time hours and full-time income? But I want you to write down your desire for money. I want you to write down a specific figure of money. And I also want you to write down your risk. Okay, I was someone who didn't want to invest a lot of money. A lot of people said, oh, just open your own gym and your own practice, your own studio. I didn't want that big investment because I knew what lifestyle I wanted to create, and I knew what kind of hours, and I also knew my risk level. My risk level was lower, and that's why I built a business to that. So I want you to write down your risk level around money, okay? And then I also want you to write down your resources. So if you have people that can back you up while you're building your part-time job or your part-time business here, whether you have a background of savings that allows you to grow for 6 months or a year or 2 years. I want you to write down if you have people who will fund you in your business. So it's the 3 R's. It is your resources, it is your risk level, and also the revenue that you want to make, the 3 R's around money, okay? And lastly, but not least, I want you to write down your vision for the business. I've asked people this before who I'm working with, and I'll say, what's your vision? And I've gotten every answer I've gotten. I have no idea to, this is exactly what I want it to look like. And that's okay wherever you're at. If you don't have a vision yet, you might not. You may have it as you go through these steps. And if you don't, just write down your general vision. If you have a detailed vision, great. Write it down. I want you to process and look at all the information together, okay? You've got the business side, you've got your personal side coming in, and your gifts. And then what you're going to do is you are going to write you're going to go 5 levels deeper on your idea. And with those 5 levels deeper, what that means is you're going to go narrower, you're going to go more specific, and you don't necessarily have to go specific. You could actually go 5 levels, options, variations around the idea. Just brainstorm around the idea, everything that you've come up with from doing this exercise. There you have your first exercise. So I challenge you to do this exercise in its entirety. Take 30 minutes, an hour. Don't rush it. Take your time, digest the information, and really reflect on it and really sit with what feels right for you, okay? And the challenge is to come up with 5 options around the idea. Now, if you're someone who's really solid on exactly what your idea is, then you have your idea. But if you're not, I want you to brainstorm around it, and I want you to assess each option once you've written those down. All right, so there you have your first exercise. On the next edition of the video, we are going to be going in, how do I take this idea that I now have into a business? So we will see you in the next video coming shortly. And for now, I want you to go and do your 5 ideas. Have a great time with it.